Alright, this is going to be my little review of Routine. This game is pretty interesting. This game has been in development for almost a decade. It is very similar to Alien Isolation. The environment was super cool. There has been some instances where I've actually gotten stuck. This game is very punishing if you get stuck, right? And if you get lost. What I mean by that though is that the environment that they're trying to pull here is no joke. They do flawless here, so I wish there was a way to bump up the brightness from time to time because there has been some instances where like there's an area and it's too dark to go, and I always thought it was an invisible wall. And it wasn't. It was literally like the area that you were supposed to go, and I didn't realize that. But it's just the lighting in the game. So that part is very interesting. Of no clipping issues with enemies, which can get a little tedious at times. But all in all, the game is good. The for the price that they sell it, it's perfectly fine. $17. Um, Now following the story, collecting tapes and really paying attention is very important here because if you don't, you really don't know what's going on. And a lot of these times, there's a lot of reading and a lot of notes to understand what's happening, like as you're progressing through the game, right? So I think that was really cool. The puzzles, though, the puzzles is very phenomenal here on where it on where it goes. And what I mean by that is it's completely RNG. So the shapes that you find and stuff like that as examples, they are completely different. So I think that's cool. That is a huge plus here. Obviously your cat gun that you really pick up is going to be your main thing that you mainly use, and it comes with so many unique things. I thought the infrared scanner was probably my favorite thing to use, and and stuff like that. And sorry, my nose, but yeah, I thought the infrared feature was very, very cool here. You also get a stun. You get like a stun to use off rip. You also get like this little key card flash. I think you upgrade it to like a level security 3 to open up doors. And that's cool. Like as like this little equipment thing that you use progresses through, you get to use all the utilities and you get to use them a lot. And I like that here. Now, there's things that I don't like about the game that I'm going to talk about. The enemy types was just, it was not there. There's only technically two, which is the robots and the biohazard person that you encounter at the end, closer to the end of the game, and there's only like 6 chapters. And there's some like spots where there's no encounters at all. And it's just puzzles. So I was kind of expecting, like, if it's similar to like Alien Isolation, I thought I was going to be encountered by enemies the entire time as you go, but apparently that's not the case. They're literally stuck in one area and they don't chase you to the entire time. I was expecting that to happen here. It's not really bad at all. It's not really that big of a complaint. Um, the no clipping like through enemies, like when enemies grab you, is kind of a huge. That was the only problem that I've had, and you can only be grabbed once, and then you're kind of saved. Or like if you get like knocked, you're kind of dazed a little bit. But I think what's very cool as you progress through the entire game is you're basically losing your mind. So you don't know what's going on, and you're hearing voices. Now, during this process, you're also taking tests, right? So you do like these little tests, and I thought like the tests matter. Apparently, there's no right or wrong answer. So I was thinking that like depending on what the answer, it might affect the story in some way. That doesn't happen here. So in some areas, like the puzzles that you have to figure out, there's no right and wrong answer. You could just select them, what do you want and stuff, and it'll continue on. Um, but the story's cool. The story's very, very good. You just gotta really pay attention. So if I had to suggest playing it, and if you want like a little small indie game, I would say go for it. It's not bad. It's like literally on $17. So it's really good. It's really good to give it a shot. Um, it can it be better? Absolutely. I think with a little bit of updates and hopefully some DLCs, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think they're gonna add anymore without. I mean, they might. I mean, we'll see. But yeah, I was expecting a little bit more enemy types. To be honest, um, it wasn't. It wasn't bad. The graphics were good. It's Unreal Engine, so it's not really that bad to not really bad at all. I was very impressed for an indie horror game that literally took a decade to make. So yeah, I would say give it a shot.
Together, we begin anew. Through me, you endure. Through you, I endure.